Hi y'all, it's Caroline, and I hope everyone has put lots of cards in the mail this year, and I'm about to do the same. But I did want to share one of my favorites that I made this year, and also I have a few tips to tell you along the way. So one of the things I do is make my own A2 size card fronts. So I take a 110-pound piece of cardstock and put it in my score pal and score it right down the middle. And then I take my paper trimmer and cut it once in the middle. So tip 1 is you score once, cut once, and gives you perfect A2 size card fronts every time. Now you don't want to go ahead and fold them, even though they have that score in the middle. Yes, and these I've already gone ahead and embossed the inside. But you want to keep them flat, and that will come in handy later. Okay, so keep those card fronts flat. So for this card, I'm using the Tim Holtz Big Z. It's called Layered Pines die. And this is another tip. When you get the package, I cut out the picture image on the front. I'm just, cutting out the basics here. And then I take some clear packaging tape and then tape them right onto the die. Now this is another tip. Use a piece of foam or paper clip or safety pin, and you always want to be aware of where that end is on that packaging tape, because you don't want to waste time or fingernails looking for that end. And this piece of foam comes off so easy, but you always you will find it handy just to have that end ready to go when you need it. Like I said, just tape that onto the die, and you're ready to go for the next time. I do recycle the plastic packaging. I usually use that for shaker cards. So here I've cut out the correct size glitter cardstock, and when I'm using any die, I try to do it in as few passes as possible. So I just size it up and try to, like I said, just make one pass through my die cutting machine. I have a Vagabond 2, but of course you can always use the Cuttlebug or the Big Shot for this. So I'm using the Christmas is Too Sparkly, Said No One Ever stamp from Ellen Hutson. It was brand new this year. And I've used a Sizzix die to cut out that panel. And this is the Zing embossing powder, which is fine, but it has just enough little sparkly bits in it to make it perfect for this card. I actually cut off that arch at the top, so don't be afraid to alter your dies just a little bit to make it work for you. And I've used some metallic gold cardstock and one of those finger daubers and give just a little interest to the edges of this so it's not so stark white. As you can tell, I'm using a heavier cardstock all through this card because flimsy paper just won't do. It just doesn't have the quality that you would really want for these cards. So I've just attached that card front, or the saying, with a tape runner and placed it first on my card front. As you can see, I'm not working with the base yet. That will come later. And I do everything pretty much assembly line, so I have all the pieces ready to go, and it's just less frustrating, works quicker, and it's not as messy. So I've used some foam squares and attach them to the back so I can just peel them off, ready to go, ready to attach. Get the perfect angle here. And so this is a pre-made bow from Anna Griffin. They come in packs of 100 or so. And I've attached some of her squares onto the ends of those bows. You do not want to put a square in the middle on the knot because it just makes it too bulky. And it has great stick adhesive, so that bow's not going anywhere. Okay, here's another tip. Okay, get out your MISTI or something you have like that. Okay, this is another, okay, I do laminate those few sheets of paper that come with the MISTI so I can use them over and over again. Forgot to tell you that. Okay, so most of you have the MISTI or some kind of metal angle. That's what we're going to use here. And you fit your card base into the corner. And I would double check twice which side your card front is on. So I've gone ahead and attached some tape runner or my adhesive with the tape runner, and now I've butted the edge of the card front in the same corner as the card base and mushing it down. Why didn't I know about this sooner? So here you go, the card is complete. When I put the finishing touch, which is the back stamp. And I have one more tip for you. So you know those toothbrushes that you get when you get your teeth clean, and they add up, because I use an electric toothbrush and have for years, so I have lots of toothbrushes. Well, I use one of those toothbrushes to clean my stamps, and it really gets into the little crevices of the red rubber. This one even has the dental clinic stamped on the handle there. But anyway, I just spray the stamp itself and give it a little scrub. And it makes good use of those toothbrushes. So I hope you have a wonderful Christmas season with your family, and we all wish for a fantastic 2021. See you next time. Thanks.